welcome to my today's segment. This is Sitara here, and today I have something very important to talk to you all. How to provide comfort and support to a person who is experiencing any kind of emotional distress. The very first important thing is that when somebody comes to you with some emotional distress, it's very important to communicate that you are there for the person. Now, it doesn't come as easily as just saying that, okay, I'm there for you. That is definitely, is one of the things that you can do. But more effective is when you, through your behavior, through your communication, spread this message or give this message that you are there for this person. Now, how do you do that? The number one thing when you want to communicate care and concern is a very empathic listening. Empathy means where you put yourself in that person's shoes and understand that person's problem, how this person is feeling and what is the emotional baggage this person carrying. So in order to understand that very non-judgmentally, you have to put yourself in that person's shoes and try to understand that particular situation from that person's perspective. Listening means basically, it's not the normal listening that we do with a lot of distractions. When you are really attending to a person's emotional distress, you have to be completely there, which means you just have to make this person maybe the center of universe at that particular time and listen completely with absolutely no distraction. Let that person pour out. When you tend to distract or when you tend to stop this person and try to give your own viewpoints, you're cutting that person's a flow of emotions or cutting that person's flow of thoughts, and that is something which you really don't want to do. So let this person talk, and when you listen with full concentration and attention and affection, it is automatically communicated that you are there for this person. And listening can do wonders. Just being there and listening to this person can in itself be very, very therapeutic. My next point is about negative self-affirmations, which means that generally when people feel low or when people are facing some kind of emotionally stressful situation, a lot of negative self-statements come into picture. So in such a scenario, how you can help is reminding this person of all the possible strengths that this person has. My number 3 tip is very important because it's about what is it that you should not do at all. That is advice giving. All possess that strength and capability to come to decision making. It's just that this person at that point of time is not able to do so because the mind is occupied with so much of negative thoughts and emotions. So you have to help this person to come to decision on its own. Like, you don't give them you don't provide them ready-made solutions. My last point is basically very noteworthy because it's something which I consider the most important of all. That is, if you feel this person, because of this trauma this person is experiencing, it has started affecting his functioning to a great extent, or maybe this person is going through this trauma for a very long period of time and still not able to overcome that particular stress, then the best way you can support this person is by connecting this person with a mental health professional. So here, mental health professional, I mean a psychologist or a psychiatrist, because a professional help is what this person needs. That's it for today. I hope this video really helps you or has equipped you to deal with somebody who is going through some emotional stress or trauma. Until the next time, this is Sitara here signing off. Take care of your mental health and keep smiling. Bye bye.